I got a N1 ECU, and I turned up the boost to 1.1 bar from 0.8. So it feels a lot different, but we're gonna find out. And look, it still struggles going up there. Yay, he made it.
Boom! It's always fun seeing this thing.
It'll be back here again for tuning. So that was pretty fun. I'm gonna try out my new camera here. I got an Insta360 One X2. I've never used it before. I tried to use it at the dyno and I forgot to set it up. I didn't think you had to activate a camera to freaking use it. So I didn't get any footage with it in the car during the dyno, but whatever, that's fine. I finally got it set up. So what I'm trying to do here is get my car to 100 horsepower at the wheels. And surprisingly, I'm basically right there. I'm like touching it. It's like 96, 102. It kind of averages out roughly 199 or so. So theoretically, my quest is done, but my quest isn't done. It's not done till my mods are done because I still have a Monstersport RHB 31. I forget the letter designation on that one, but I have that to install. What was that? And then I also have a Keisport PNP, where they developed basically a new tunable mega squirt, micro squirt ECU for the Cappuccinos. And being a Cappuccino ECU, it fits in the Alto and the AZ-1 and the Cara. Swap a few pins and you're good to go. So I'm going to put that in with my turbo, and no, I'm going to put that in first and then figure out what that could do tuned with the stock everything to my particular car, however it is. And then I will find out what it can do with the existing turbo and with the upgraded Monstersport turbo. And, you know, all of this is done for science. We need Okay, let's talk numbers here. Stock was about 73 horsepower and 79 pound-foot of torque on this particular dyno. It may be reading a bit high as stock is 63 horsepower according to the manufacturer claims, but every subsequent run was done on the same dyno with as close to the same weather conditions as possible, so never mind the actual particular numbers. What we can gather here is percentage gain and not particularly the exact numbers. I will use that for my goal, thus needing this particular dyno to read at least 115 horsepower to be roughly within the stock numbers of 63 to 100. So once again, all stock produced 73 horsepower and 79 pound-foot of torque. Then with the Originality downpipes, the catalyst version with the stock ECU produced 77 horsepower and 77 pound-foot of torque for roughly a 5% gain from stock. Next up was the stock ECU with a straight Originality downpipe. This produced 83 horsepower and 79 pound-foot of torque for roughly a 13% gain over stock. Today I had the Monstersport N1 ECU with the boost set to 1.1 bar. There's a little bit of leeway where it's not exactly 1.1 for the cab, it could be a little bit over, but it's negligible. This is also on the straight Originality downpipe. This produced 98 horsepower and 96 pound-foot of torque for roughly a 34% gain over stock. Since I'm not going to go back to the stock downpipe anyways, I'm going to compare this number to the straight Originality downpipe with the stock ECU. Comparing to that, this nets us an 18% gain on top of the 13% gain from stock to the Originality downpipe plus the N1 ECU now. That is a pretty hefty gain. Crunching the numbers, it looks like I need to get a 57% gain from bone stock to whatever I will have to reach my goal of roughly 100 horsepower at the wheels. It seems pretty reasonable to get from about 98 to about 115. We're not that far off. I still have a few things to install. The Monstersport turbo I have, the 300cc injectors, and that Keisport ECU custom tuned to my car. It doesn't seem unreasonable for me to get there. I might even end up with more.
Yesterday.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound right. Sounds like a light throttle. Sounds like a boost leak or an exhaust leak. It sounds really weird. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I am holding boost. I'm getting the 1.1 bar I'm supposed to have, so I don't know what that is. I guess it doesn't sound too bad. Oh, it kind of does. Damn it. Now I gotta find out what actually is broken. Exhaust manifold. It smells terrible. It sounds kind of cool, I guess, but this is pretty eventful. I got home, now I'm taking a look at this. Looks like all the bolts fell out of my downpipe. I can see my gasket hanging there, right there in the middle. Looks like one bolt held on. Can't see that other one is gone too, but I guess it's time for me to replace those bolts. So I guess with the high RPM and vibration and whatnot, just backed all of those out and dropped them all. Nice. Well, I'm glad this doesn't actually mean something is broken. The whole drive home I was hoping, oh, please don't be the exhaust manifold, please don't be the exhaust manifold. So I'm happy it's just that, as stupid as it is. But now I can still make my dyno appointment and get the N1 stuff checked out. Use this to expedite the cooling.